Hello, everybody, and welcome again to another episode of Geeks Out of Nowhere. So, for today's episode, no, ako lang muna mag-isa, pero hindi ako talaga nag-iisa ngayon dahil meron akong guest for this episode. Walang iba kundi ang legendary leader of the Sigma movement, Legend Darius the Great. Welcome to the podcast, Legendarius. Musta?
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure for you to have me. Masaya ako na naka-interview ka ng The Great na katulad ko.
Well, of course. Actually, it's our honor to have you here sa
alam na
podcast.
Alam na lahat.
Yes, of course. Well, speaking of which, no, musta naman? Nag-dinner ka na ba or whatever?
Marami na rin nagtanong sa akin yan tonight. Kumain naman ako. At masarap naman ang ulam. High protein, syempre. Tinatry ko mag-low carbs lately kasi mukhang kailangan kong mag-adjust dietary-wise. Siguro i-discuss ko kung magkaka-questions ka rin.
Okay, sige. And with that, no, basta pala Valentine's mo. Yun lang. Yung una agad yung questions eh.
Well, pag Valentine's kasi, for me kasi, consumerist holiday kasi siya. Bakit kailangan one day ka lang magmahal? Para sa akin, dapat araw-araw, gabi-gabi ka nagmamahal.
Yun!
Huwag kayo papaloko sa Valentine's Day. Ginawa lang nila yun para makabenta sila ng mga Valentine's Day cards, para basta kino-consumerist lang nila ang kinakapitalize lang nila yung human capacity to love. Don't fall into that bullcrap na Valentine's. I celebrate it every day.
Yes. Anyway, no, so welcome ulit sa episode and hopefully may mga lessons tayong matututunan sa ating interviewee for this episode, no, si Legendarius. Anyway, first question, ito na yung may question. So, why did you started wrestling and paano ka po napunta sa FPW eventually?
Well, si Jason kasi, or Brad Cruz by then, yung name niya. Kasi nagbibigay na rin ako ng advice sa kanya before. I mean, alam natin, malakas siya uminom. Minsan lately, tumigil na siya lately, minsan napapainom pa rin siya konti, pero he really does his best. Pero ang laki na ng improvement ni Jason Rex over Brad Cruz. Mapa in the ring, outside the ring, sobrang different beast. So, I found out 2022, early, nagtitraining siya for FPW. Wala pang shows nun. Ang naging unang show ng FPW ay Unfinished Business. Tapos yung mawala na lahat, wag lang ang wrestling. Yep. Yun yung dalawang test shows. I think nandun ka.
Andun ako sa mawala ng lahat, wag lang ang wrestling.
Okay. Kasi nandun din ako as a fan.
Yes.
And I know young boy si Brad Cruz noon. So, I went there. First wrestling show, live ko napanood yun. Yung test shows. Yung FPW Unfinished Business. I was there. Amazed ako sa athleticism, sa lahat.
Wait lang.
Game changer for me.
Wait lang. To clarify lang sa viewers natin and listeners, no. Yung Unfinished Business na yon is the show after the return from the pandemic. Iba pa to dun sa show na yung dito sabihin natin quote-unquote PLE ng FPW last year.
Yes. Dapat nalinaw ko yun. Pero year 2022, I was there. I saw it live first time ko, and then I saw an opportunity. Etong FPW na to, starting pa lang na promotion, and I think malaki yung upward potential niya. And yung wrestling as a medium, sabi ko, baka ito yung magiging medium ko to deliver my message and to help people. Diba? I mean, meron naman nag-try na before sa wrestling yung mga, pero they do na going medium siya to deliver their message. Pero I know I have more ways to do this and better.
Yeah.
So, that's when I realized, January 2023, nag-announce sila magkakaroon FPW Academy. I'm going there. Makakatulong pa ako sa growth ni Jason. Ma-observe ko siya. collect ako ng data, mapag-aaral ako yung magiging opponents eventually. And then, ayun. Hindi ko sinasadya, eventually, naging wrestler ako, I was only training, pero nangyari siya eh.
Yeah.
Nangyari siya. Yun. So, now we're here.
Yeah, nice. Kwento mo naman sa amin yung yung one time, yung experience mo as YB, young boy.
Young boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kasi dito, I saw you in one of the shows na you were a part of the young boys sa show, and I'm as napapansin ko rin na napaka-observant mo na rin nun eh. And at the same time, umextra ka sa isang match. Parang I don't remember what that match is kung sino yung naglalaban nun, but you were there on one spot, you're stopping someone na bugbugin yung isa pa. I don't remember kung sino na yun, but for me tumatak yun kasi nakikita ko na you're going to debut someday. Yun lang ang ko. Pero yeah, just bring us through your journey as a young boy.
Okay. So, for the viewers, pag young boy kasi, hindi ko alam yung etymology nung mismong word, pero it's basically what you do is you pay your dues by helping out with the show. So, pwedeng i-assign sa'yo na task is mag-handle ka ng merch booth, mag-handle ka, magiging usher ka, seating people. And it just so happens na ang ina-assign sa akin na role is lagi, tumatayo ako nearby the crowd, and ang gagawin ko is, kunwari, may gulo na mangyari, syempre, I have to assist.
Yes.
Diba, pigilan sila pumunta sa ring. Diba, protect them kung may wrestler na baliw na magdaday, bakit nila ginagawa yun? Papunta sa crowd, syempre, papalisin yung crowd. Ganon. So, dun sa naalala mong segment, ang nangyari doon is tag team si James the Idol Martinez and then si Marky. Pero afterwards, after their match, natalo sila. So, nagalit si Idol kay Marky. I saw it was going too far. Sabi ko sa kasama kong young boy, no, tara, let's try to stop this. Kahit mga veteran wrestler to. So, trinay kong awatin si James Idol Martinez. Tapos, subigaw siya sa face ko. I mean, I could have fought, pero alam ko naman yung place ko bilang young boy. And ayoko muna i-reveal sa mga tao ano talaga yung agenda ko. Bakit ako nagpa-participate sa FPW. So, I let it go. Hinayaan ko sila. Eventually naman natigil na yung brawl. Pero that's what being a young boy is. If nagtitraining ka sa FPW Academy, they give you this opportunity, you get to watch the show, you get to help out, and it's a different learning experience. And kung anyone training wrestling, pro wrestling, help out, be a young boy, be a young girl, be a young non-binary, whatever, participate. It's good.
Yeah. So, yeah, you highlighted the importance of being a young boy, no? And yun nga, ikita natin yung importance nun. So, what other insights that, Darius the young boy earned or learned from observing the wrestlers from that point of view?
Well, ang una ko na-observe sa point of view na yun, and talaga, just so you know, during this time talaga, patinding data collection ginagawa ko. I mean, even in 2022, I watched shows from both promotions. Diba sabi mo, observant ako. Kasi yun talaga yung goal ko. I was there to watch. I was there to learn. Figure out how I'm going to eventually, hopefully, use this platform for the better good, make people sigma. So, yun yung goal ko at the time. Kaya talaga ako observant. And what I learned first is how I view the fans. I think the fans are amazing. They're very vocal.
Yes.
And then they like having fun in the show. Some of them like to heckle. And then what I see from the wrestlers, from my point of view, is lahat sila sobrang iba-iba. Walang yapaka-unique ng personalities nila. Kahit yung YOLO Twins, unique yung personalities nila from each other. And it makes the whole show very colorful. And dun ko na-realize, kaya pala maraming hooked sa pro wrestling is because you get to see different personalities, different kinds of people clash, team up, fight over, brawl each other. And that's the magic of pro wrestling. Makakita ka ng dalawang tao na nai-imagine mo, ano kaya kung magsuntukan tong dalawang to? Dun, yun yung natutunan ko talaga as a young boy.
Yes. So, pero prior to your training as an FPW wrestler, no, were you a fan of pro wrestling in general?
Well, nanonood ako before, pero I fell off. Nung nagkakaroon ng mga pay-per-view sa SM Cinemas, nanood kami ng mom ko WrestleMania 23, WrestleMania 20, SummerSlam 2007, WrestleMania 24, and SummerSlam 2008. Tapos natigil na naman. Pero nakanood ako ng WrestleMania 28 sa, I think, Trinoma. Basta hindi siya sa mall eh. Nasa labas siya. So, doon talaga yung peak na nakita ko ang ganda ng wrestling. Pero from there, got too busy with life. I should have stayed and maybe baka mas maaga ako naka-participate sa magical world ng Philippine wrestling. Or baka mas maganda talaga na this time. Kasi mas feeling ko mas mature na lahat, mas maganda na yung yung landscape.
Yes. I think I think you entered at the right time kasi yun nga it's the sabihin nating resurgence of Philippine wrestling coming from the brunt of the pandemic, and I think it's a refreshing take then yung what you're doing is a very refreshing take rin on the local landscape of Filipino wrestling in general. So any particular wrestler na nag-inspire sa'yo, or what you any professional wrestler that you look up to?
Siguro in the local scene talaga I've always looked up to Ralph Imabayashi. I mean, the way he wrestles in the ring, napaka-kalmado, technical.
Yes.
The way he makes everything impactful, kahit napaka-simple na move lang. That's how I wanted to be, pero I guess I found a different style for me. So yun, I mean, kahit yung cliche na definitions ng Sigma, iba yung definitions ko syempre kasi may subjective interpretations naman tayo. Pero si Ralph Imabayashi, parang Sigma nga siya the way he carries himself.
Yes.
Diba? So, I look up to the guy when I was training, and yun, he really inspired a lot of the trainees.
I saw you're also doing podcast before, right?
Yes, I've done a few podcasts before.
And you were able to interview Ralph Imabayashi before.
Yes.
I remember that time you were challenging him. So, is that challenge still up?
Of course. Actually, kasama yun sa data gathering ko. Noong 2022, I mean, kakapasok ko pala sa Philippine wrestling Pero I made people believe na I was the super fan. I think may nasabihin pa ako, nandun ako ng PWR homecoming. Pero hindi, wala talaga ako. Pero talagang gusto ko kasi makilala yung mga fans. Ano ba meron sa kanila? Bakit nila gusto wrestling? Yes. So, gumawa pa ako ng wrestling Discord. Sumali ako sa lahat halos ng wrestling Facebook groups na Philippine-based.
Yes.
So yun. Tapos sabi ko, siguro kailangan ko na rin mag-participate somehow, siguro gawa ko content. So in-interview ko na yung tao na nilook up to ko. Kasi napanood ko siya no Unfinished Business main event
Yes.
Si Ralph Imabayashi. I mean, hindi. Mali yung Pero, I mean, sa mga nakita kong clips before, nakikita ko how he wrestles. So I really appreciated and I wanted to learn more about him. So, yun, I interviewed him, I think 30 minutes, 1 hour, and learned a lot of insights from him, paano sila mag-interact in the locker room. And I did challenge him kasi I wanted to motivate myself for training. kasi when you have a reason, an end goal, or tinatawag ilang North Star, dun ka mamomotivate eh. So, I challenge him knowing na tatawanan nila ako or my, di ba, what the hell? Di naman ito nagtitraining eh, hinahamon na niya eh.
Yeah.
Pero, I did that para pagka nag-training ako, I try my absolute best. And alam ko, napakalaking deficiencies meron ako physically, athletically going in. Yun nga, galing lang ako sa alcoholism, 2 packs a day. Hindi ako nag-exercise before. So, ang hirap talaga at the start. Pero dahil may dun sa Sigma mindset ko na inaman ko si Ralph Mabayashi, kailangan ma-reach ko yung level niya. One day sasabihin ko na the student has overcome the master.
Yes.
So, kailangan kong gumaling for that. Hindi naman nangyari yung match na yon. Pero eventually in the future, if it happens, let's see what happens. Kasi kinagandahan ko talaga.
Actually, dito ang dami ng layers ng match ng ano na kung eventually magiging totoo yung match na yun. Ang dami ng layers nun. So, it's an interesting storyline to make and to show to the Filipino wrestling fans, no. So isa lang masabi ko kay Boss Red, book it. Pero eventually pupunta naman tayo doon. Sige, let's go to another question now. You always talk about Sigma and the Sigma mindset, and you as the leader of the Sigma movement, what is being a Sigma? What's the essence of being a Sigma?
Okay. Hindi ko siya explain in full dito. Pero explain ko siya in layman, non-Sigma terms para maintindihan ng mga hindi Sigma.
Yes.
Okay. So, for me, if you are Sigma, you have to strive for a long, happy, meaningful, healthy, and financially abundant life that your 5-year-old self and will be proud of, and your 80-year-old self will look back on fondly. And you will have to work your ass off to achieve that, regardless of what's happening around you, regardless of what society and the world dictates you should do. You aim for the life that you deserve.
Wow.
Yun ang definition ko na Sigma. So it's not like the Sigma definitions na nilalabas nila online na minimim nila.
Yes.
Mine is different, mine is more powerful and should be aspired to.
Yun. Pero Tarito, it's interesting that you said you define what is being Sigma, pero it's a different thing when it's being received by the wrestling fans. Kasi parang nagiging it's a point of notoriety for you. So what's your take about it?
Normal naman na pag challenge mo yung status ko, talaga magkakaroon ng negative backlash. Magkakaroon. I mean, minsan nga ini-instigate ko eh. Kasi unang-una, pagka nagkaroon ka kasi ng emotional feelings about something, mas maiisip mo siya eh. Either galit ka or love na love mo yun. Kaya nga may mga politiko talagang nagre-rage bait sila or ginagalit nila yung mga tao bago na elections kasi gusto nila mapag-usapan, gusto nila ma-implant, magkaroon ng yung emotional part ng brain na yun, maalala sila. So I understand, kahit ganun yung maramdaman ng fans, it's part of the process. And we're challenging the status quo. Pagka nag-open ako ng mga ganitong ideas, talagang magagalit yung mga tao kasi ano implications dun sa life na binubuhay nila ngayon? What is it supposed to be something else? Kailangan ko babaguhin to?
Yeah.
Diba? So understandably, talagang magagalit yung mga tao. And I mean, it can be hard sometimes. Nakikita mo ako nagre-react in the ring.
Yes.
Pero I have to be Sigma.
Yes.
And accept that this is part of my mission.
Yeah. Yung kumbaga nga dito, it's always the prophet that's being prosecuted.
Yes.
Diba? Not because of his message or her message that is being proclaimed. So, parang yun nga no? Do you think you're a heel in this in the FPW roster? Because yun yung na-feel na vibe ng mga tao eh. Or ng fans in particular?
I think, I mean, si John Cena nga, binubo dati, di ba?
Yeah.
Ngayon, mahal na mahal siya ng mga tao. Sobrang binubo siya 2007. Yun yung time na nanonood ako. 2007, One Night Stand, di ba? Yung kalaban niya sila Shawn Michaels. And I'd like to believe na ganito man to ngayon, pero tingnan niyo sa future kung, I mean, nakikita ko na pag pumapasok ako, may mga tao talaga na may part ng brain nila that they want to cheer. They want to show how much they accept the message na, ay, nga, kailangan, I have to live a glorious life. Pero, may program sa kanila na, hindi, ibu natin to. Boo! So, part talaga yun. Pero, I think, the next few years, people are going to give different reactions to Legendarius the Great.
Yeah. Pero, despite those fans, no, there are some fans naman that are supportive of what you're doing and are really following your footsteps. So, are you happy with those kinds of people that are approaching you and saying, are being supportive of you and your mission?
Yes. Kasi it's the fruits of my labor. Pero they have to go in all the way, diba? So, I mean, as long as they start na tapos they show support, I really appreciate lahat ng fans, even the ones who boo, kasi sabi ko nagkakaroon tayo ng emotional connection. Maybe one day I can deliver my message with more impact sa iyo personally.
Yes.
So whether you cheer me or you boo me, sabi nga ni John Cena, and baka yun yung place ko ngayon, I accept it na you paid for your ticket, go ahead. And when you show support to me, I won't forget it. Nagpa-highlights nga ako sa aking Instagram account ng mga ibang fans.
Yes.
Yung mga may bumili ng shirt na Sigma. Hindi ko merch yun, pero bumili siya ng merch na Sigma for to show support. I mean, may sign na Sigma. I really find those things na nakakatulong siya sa journey na gusto ko.
Yung important yung point na sinabi mo kanina na yun, parang you turn out, you're becoming into you're turning out into a meme for other people. So and yung ginagawa mo minsan na parang binabalik mo, parang nire-reverse psychology mo, is interesting how you do it no? Parang you also pick those ideas from other people, no? So do you think parang ano bang lakas ng loob at isipan na meron ka para gawin yun? Kasi ibang klase yung ganun na ibabalik mo rin sa tao yung kung ano yung binato niya sa iyo, di ba?
Siguro after ko pagdaanan yung worst sa life, parang after nun nasa isip ko na my life could have ended there. Pero so now I'm just driving it na 100 miles per hour, tapos with intensity araw-araw, mapasa work, mapasa wrestling. So dahil doon sa subconscious thinking ko na ganun, na gagawin ko lahat, enjoying ko yung life ko, susulitin ko yung journey na meron ako ngayon. So lumalakas yung loob ko na pag may sinabi ka, hindi na ako mag-iisip, ibabalik ko agad sa'yo, i-rebat agad kita. Siguro sa happy confidence na nabuo ngayon, na may journey na rin ako, may glorious purpose na rin ako sa life ko. Nagiging madali na lahat ng bagay na katulad na ganun mahirap kasi i-quantify Paano mo nagagawa yun, di ba? Kasi siguro, lakas ka lang talaga na loob. Ini-enjoy ko lang din yung moment or talagang locked in talaga ako sa ginagawa ko. So, nagagawa ko talaga kung ano yung nagagawa ko.
Nice. Pero, the fruit of that is, either be bad or negative, negative or positive, it's still gaining traction. And now, Legendarius is one of the talked about wrestlers in FPW. So, what do you think of it? Now, you as a wrestler, you're gaining traction to Filipino wrestling fans.
what I really think of it is it's not just me naman. I mean, I really did orchestrate a lot of that, diba? Tapos I really started doing that. Pero it's really not just me. I have my Sigma brethren, my apprentices and disciples, Jason Rex, AB3, and then the good people behind FPW. You have Red Oliero, of course, and Gino Ginto, Bostini. Lahat ng support na meron sila para sa ginagawa ko, it amplified and sped up what I wanted to achieve, what I wanted to do. And with that kind of people behind me, I think di na rin ako surprised. It's expected, and I'm glad and happy that it's happening right now.
Wow. So, actually, dito, isa ako sa mga, I'm, sabihin, I admit that I am a fan of your work. Because, dito, it takes a lot of guts to take those heat coming from the crowd. Grabe yung, na yon. And siguro from that point, let's talk about your emerging stable, the Sigma. How were you able to get the support or convince a person like AB3, who was, before he's the hardcore champion, from the previous promotion, and then ngayon nakumbinsi mo siyang umanib sa inyo. Parang interesting kasi he's an independent mind eh. What are the machinations that you were able to do to get him to your side?
Well, maraming tao iniisip na it happened out of nowhere, pero kung titingnan mo lahat ng ginagawa ko leading up to it, yung mga posts, I mean, pag-usapan natin yung sinabi ko kanina na anger is a great tool para ma-anchor yung emotions nila sa'yo, magkaroon ng attachment sa'yo. They think about you, and I used that. Nung kalaban niya si Jason Rex, I interrupted in the match, not only to help Jason Rex, but I saw the potential in AB3. Nakita ko, maybe if I anger him just a little bit. Pero yun pala ang intense ng emotions niya. I mean, for the next few weeks, he really tried to crush my neck with may binibench ako noon, trinay niyang ipitin. He wanted to punch me. Pero ano yung mga pinopost ko during those times? Meron akong nabasa before about repetition is mind control. So, mga pinopost ko before na sayang lang kung sasali kayo na Sigma. Baka iba yung baka things could have been different for you. Yung ganun. Marami akong messages na paulit-ulit na sinabi na targeted for Dax and AB3. So, I wasn't really sure sino sa kanila yung may to-turn. Pero I was feeling very confident that on my debut match, dun sa tag team match na yun, may mapapaturn akong isa doon. So, during that match, inulit ko lahat ng sinabi ko leading up to that. Sayang ka. Sinabi ko kay Dax, sayang ka, tinuro ko sa AB3, ikaw din.
Yeah.
Mga words like that, I mean, eventually, they realize na-realize ni AB3, bakit ko tinutulungan si Dax? Ikalaban ko nga to ng PWRTs eh. Tapos, bakit pa ako galit talaga kay Legendarius? Nag-interrupt siya ng match, natalo ko, of course, oo. Pero, what does he want me to do with my life? Sinabi ko sa match, AB3, wag mo sayangin ang buhay mo. Make your choice. And in that moment, salip na ako yung sipain niya, sinipa niya si Dax. And that, my friend, is how I got AB3 to join up with Sigma. And it's to his benefit naman. You'll see a new AB3.
Yeah, that's a masterclass move coming from the Master Sigma himself. So, let's talk about your upcoming match. FPW has already declared its upcoming secret base match this weekend. So February 23 if I'm correct. Tama. And if I'm also correct, you're also headline you're also going to be the main eventer together with against Cali Nueva. Tama 'di ba?
Secret kasi siya, so I don't know if I could discuss it. But if I were the main event headlining, una-una, if that were true, talagang ibang level talaga Legendaries the Great pala.
Yes.
Kasi first singles match pa lang, second match in his career, tas main event agad. Naka-center yung success ng show sa kanya. And he has the job to main event a show and make sure people go home satisfied. The magnitude of the responsibility. Talagang great talaga si Legendarius. Kung totoo yung sinasabi mo. Kasi secret siya, so I can't really discuss it. Pero if Legendarius was facing off Kali in that main event, I think Kali has made the biggest sin that Kali could commit is underestimate Legendarius kasi rookie siya. So, Kali Nueva should watch out kung totoo yung sinabi mo about that secret show. And I think if that were true, talagang that main event could surprise people if totoo nga yung main event na yun. At kung totoo man na may secret show ba? I don't know.
Sabi doon sa post
Ewan ko rin. Secret show kasi. Alam ko sa group, basta pag outside the group, di ko sinasabi. Baka secret kasi.
Baka secret, nga. Ano na lang, surrender to your knowledge.
Hindi ka rin alam kasi secret siya. So, baka hindi nga siya nag-exist. Baka nga delusion mo lang yun
Oo nga. Maybe. Pero, hintayin na lang natin kung anong mga announcements ng FPW. Bakit ko nga ba sinasabi?
Basta sumali na lang kayo sa Facebook community group.
Tama.
Para ma-determine nyo kung totoo yung sinasabi dito or baka delusions lang ng ating host.
Oo. Kaya nga
Mag-main event talaga si Legendarius against Kali sa secret show, sa secret base. Kung totoo yun, determine you for yourself. Sa FP.
Kaya yun nga, so hanapin niyo yung FPW page and also maging member na rin kayo ng FPW group to verify kung tama ba yung pinagsasabi ko. Syempre, dito, kailangan ma-verify yun. Mahirap na nagsasabi ako dito na kung ano-ano. Tama ba?
Secret kasi, hindi rin ako sure.
Yun. And, parang, basta parang, parang ako, nalito na rin ako. Anyway, malapit na rin tayong mag 1 hour. I think we still have 15 minutes, pero okay na yan siguro. Any message to our Filipino wrestling fans about you? Parang ano pa bang ano pa bang pwede pa nilang makita sa'yo aside from upcoming matches and sa FPW in general, ano pang maantabayanan nila sa'yo?
Well, first off, lahat ng na-achieve ko so far sa aking first few months as the newest wrestler in FPW. I'm just getting started and marami na nangyari.
Yes.
What more in the next few years? I have a lot of plans, a lot of ideas for what Sigma could do in the context of FPW. And I plan on making sure Sigma takes over Philippine wrestling and beyond. So hindi lang Philippine wrestling. Other forms of media, other sectors, other organizations, other groups, and maybe in a few decades, this entire country could be Sigma or could be mine. Let's see. But just so you can see the future, magkaroon kayo ng glimpses ng future, siguro i-follow nyo ako sa IG.
Yep.
Yung username ko doon ay Darius Sor. And sa Facebook din, Legendary, search nyo na lang. TikTok, YouTube. Marami akong accounts actually, just siguro bibigay ko na lang yung links. Pero, if you wanna see something different, something fresh, follow these accounts. You won't regret it. In fact, i-wish nyo na pinalo nyo siya sooner. Kahit hindi pa siya nag-exist 10 years before, sana na-follow nyo na siya.
Yes.
Ganun siya kahalaga para sa inyo.
Yeah, totoo. And other shoutouts sakali.
Shoutouts.
Sinong gusto mong batiin?
Shoutouts sa apprentice ko, Jason Rex. You should have been listening to this podcast. Hang on, dapat using all your senses, yung sense of hearing mo, dapat yung sense of, basta lahat gamitin mo para ma-indulge mo yung sarili mo sa information na nilabas ko dito. AB3, keep up the good work. I see the progress. Talagang within the community, you truly show a lot of promise. I think you're going to be a monster wrestler sa FPW as long as dala mo ang bandera na Sigma. And to every FPW fan out there, thank you for your support. And I love you all.
Yeah. Message mo pala.
Sorry, dapat niyo ako tumawa ulit. FPW fans, I love you all.
Yeah. Last message pala kay champion Jeff Cobb. If let's just say that he's let's pretend he's watching this show.
Well, Jeff Cobb, I challenge you to a handicap match. 3 members of Sigma and you alone. And if Sigma wins, we get the FPW championship. And I will carry it, of course. Legendarius earns the FPW championship. And if you are truly man enough, you should wrestle this match with your hands tied behind your back. And it will be a great match.
Yes.
Consider it. Let's have this handicap FPW championship match.
That would be interesting. Kung paano siya mananalo doon.
Hindi siya mananalo doon.
Di nga pala siya mananalo doon.
Maupo yung FPW championship noon. And I'm ready. Sige, kung magkakaroon ng opportunity kahit this year, bigay nyo na yung championship match na yun, I will do my best. Hindi kayo magre-regret, promise.
Of course.
Talagang sabihin nyo, thank you, Legendaries the Great, na hinawakan mo yung FPW championship. Kung mangyari yun, talaga. Jeff Cobb, consider this match. Let's make this happen. Yes. Call your agent. Call your family. Let them know you're facing Legendaries the Great, and they'll be so happy with you. Yeah. Oh wow, Jeff Cobb, you're facing Legendaries the Great. Oh man, Jeff Cobb, let's make this happen.
Yeah, that's money.
Money.
Yeah. And with that, again, thank you very much for having you as here, Legendarius. What a great honor to be lectured about being a Sigma and inspiring people to be Sigma. Thank you very much. And ayun, so guys, you've listened to this and watch this episode, so ano ba naman na i-like nyo rin to at syempre i-share nyo rin sa mga sa Facebook or sa kahit anong social media platforms na meron kayo. And also don't forget to like this episode and also listen to this episode via Spotify. Di lang naman to available via YouTube. Meron dito Spotify. Kung ayaw nyo makita yung pagmumukha namin. Pero, syempre, kailangan makita nyo yung pagmumukha ng great leader ng Sigma movement, si Legendarius. Kasi, importante yon habang ina-absorb nyo yung lessons na kanyang binibigay sa atin. Libre pa. Diba?
At start pa lang to.
Start pa lang.
If
wala
you engage with me, I'll change everything para sa'yo.
Of course. Parang feeling ko nga nabasbasa na ako ng pagiging ng Sigma-ness ng ating Sigma leader. Yan. And thank you again Legendaries for gracing on our show, And with that, again I remind you, so please like this video, share, and then of course subscribe na rin to our channel Geeks Around Nowhere. And also, don't forget to engage us, follow us on our social medias, Geeks Around Nowhere on Facebook, Instagram, and Friends. Wala kami sa Twitter or X, pero meron kaming TikTok. And yun nga pala no, meron palang show ngayon this year ang FPW first show of 2025 happening on March 23, tama ba?
Yes. Big Studios.
Big Studios again. Wow. Actually, ang ganda ng from Power Max Center Spotlight and comparing it to Big Studios. Ibang klase yung Big Studios. Sobrang ganda. And levels apart.
Apart.
And then to think na 2 beses na napuno ni FPW yung Big Studios.
And dun sa 2 times na yon, talagang heavily involved yung Sigma. Yung second time, yun pa yung debut ni Legendaries the Great.
Yes. Andun ako, napanood ko yun.
Isipan natin, baka there's a reason why.
Actually, parang high correlation no? So, twice na nagkaroon ng, twice na fully book ang FPW shows na andun si Legendary sa Tang Sigma movement, no? So, parang, regression analysis niya is around R squared is equal to 1. So parang okay, enough na yung
correlation talaga.
Oo, enough na.
I-assume na natin causation, hindi lang correlation. Causation na to, Sigma.
Yes. Well, ayun. So hopefully guys, marami kayong natutunan sa ating guest for this episode, no? And wala ka na bang ibang ipopromote? Boss Legendarius?
I stay in. Basta follow niyo ako and it's for your own good naman.
Yes, it's for our own good. Again, thank you very much to our guest, Legendarius. Don't forget to follow FPW and then check out their show on March 23 on Big Studios. See you guys there. And with that, we end this episode. Again, thank you very much to our great Supreme Sigma leader, Legendarius. My name is Jomar, and we are 1, 2, 3 Geeks Out of Nowhere. Yan, di na sumunod sa akin.
Hindi ko sasabihin kasi
okay. Okay. Pero Geeks and Sigmas are okay naman.
Sabagay, talagang
dikit. And thank you very much again and see you on the next episode.
Thank you.